Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the Mustache Club.
I can't keep it up. I'm gonna be the Scrooge here. No, not doing it. Hello, everyone.
Mustache Club. Look, I already got one.
Shit.
Hang on. Hold on. Let me hold on. I got this. This is gonna ruin everything for Roju.
Oh,
Hang on. I can
Josie, your mustache is nearly perfect. You just because you clearly want to close up on your non-existent friggin'. There's none there, mate. That's baby.
Welcome to the Mustache Club.
I must ask you a question. Is what we're going on here, but I'm gonna shave it flavor.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, my mustache is magical because I can just say Alakazooey and it's gone. Oh shit. Oh man.
I mean, I could go spend 20 minutes and get rid of it all.
So you might be sitting there in chat going, "Wow, this is certainly not what I thought I was gonna get."
No, it's because all of like 45 seconds ago, I was sitting here telling these wonderful people how angry I was about to become at life circumstances.
And somehow we've turned around life problems with a mustache.
Look, mustaches can solve a lot of things. They can solve where to find a snack later. You just put a couple of crumbs in there, and then when you're wandering around,
as long as it's not custard, you don't want that to curdle.
Look at my goatee.
Anyway, hello everyone. How are we all doing? Welcome back to the Natural 30s.
It's always great to see everyone.
It is fantastic to see everyone. It's especially fantastic to see Wetterstorm and Josie Poser.
I mean, it's pretty fabulous seeing you too, but
no, it's not. Don't make me turn off the camera.
No, I mean, it's the collectibles behind you that makes you perfect.
That's my secret shame. You're not meant to see that. Why is my green screen not up?
Wow.
You're not meant to see it. Stop. Nope. Don't do it.
Wow, what are we even doing with our lives? But hey, welcome everyone to this part 2 of the sneak peek into Campaign 2. Today I'm joined by Ozzy Demfro and Wetterstorm, who will be having a little playtest / demo of their upcoming characters. Just as yesterday, we will say though that everything that happens today is subject to change. So even if you feel like something really cool or interesting happened, even if a voice that a character makes sounds really awesome, even if a feature they use is really cool and interesting, everything is subject to change. This is a playtest. This is a chance for them to try out the characters and feel them in and see if, no, this is not a good fit, or yes, it is a good fit. The only thing they're not allowed to change is the visual description because the artwork is beautiful and expensive.
Very expensive.
But worth every penny. Huge shout out to Feline Trickster for the beautiful artworks we've had made.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. I love the way Trish is coming out.
Yeah. Nah, we're all thrilled with how the characters look.
Yes. So just as yesterday, this is going to be a very above the table sort of session. There will be things happening, but we will also be keeping an eye on chat. We will talk a lot above the table. We won't focus too much on immersion or things like that. We're just going to have a good time, try some things out. The players and characters will get a chance to talk to each other, perhaps get to know each other, because just like how yesterday we witnessed the first meeting of Mirel and Forrest, today we're again going to be we're going to witness the meeting of the characters Trish and Tinker. How about we do a quick little round? Ozzy, why don't you tell us like a flashcard backstory or information about Tinker? Just like give us some buzzwords.
Kobold. Out of this drools a lot. Might destroy things with his drool because it's incredibly acidic and might be the main reason he isn't allowed back home for the foreseeable future.
That's fair. That's fair. How about Trish?
Well, Trish Motherborn is Dragonborn, bard, shy, curious, timid, stubborn. There's going to be another word I'm going to put in there. Doesn't seem. Oh, yeah. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much Trish right there.
I'm gonna give everyone a little bit of fun information here. Did you all know that coming into campaign 2, Trish is the one character with the most amount of education?
Just as funny because you look at the character playing behind it.
Oh,
just saying. I think Trish may have been the only character in the group who actually went to some form of official like learning institute.
Hey, Tinker went to kobold school. He learned.
Did he though?
He learned how to hold onto his candle.
Shut up, Euro.
This is not World of Warcraft, please.
But I'm glad.
But I will
got the
ask
joke.
as well. Have you looked at your ancestry cheat sheet? What is the name of your various races in this world?
Well, I know what a kobold is. But I believe what Trish is, and I'm gonna fuck it up here, is Draconja? Draconja?
No, you got it wrong again. She's a Raja.
Oh, Raja. Oh shit, I was looking, yeah, Raja. That's the question I asked you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Raja.
And you're gonna throw a Raja.
Oh, no.
And a kobold is a rogue, right?
My God.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just as we discussed yesterday, there are some in-world lore for the various ancestries and races, and it's actually really interesting how both Ozzy and Urbi chose to play two ancestries that are considered to be from the Wormcrest archipelago. Though they both have their own stories, they come from different colonies. They probably have never met before in their lives. But in this world, it is a form of an evolutionary ladder. So whereas Tinker is a kobold, or in this world referred to as a roe by the Wormcrest themselves, other people outside might still say kobold, but within the Wormcrest, he would be referred to as a roe. He is at the bottom rung of the evolutionary ladder. That does not mean that he is last in the pecking order. It just means that he's the youngest. Because as they grow to a certain maturity, they gain almost like an innate opportunity to go to the next step. So once upon a time, Trish would have also been a roe that then became a Ray and is now a Raja. But what that means specifically, we will not go into today. Instead, we're just going to get started so we get something rolling here. Trish, you've spent the last couple of weeks traveling from the south. From Port Smargad, where you arrived with your one-way airship ticket that you were given. You arrived with some coin, some equipment, with a goal in mind given to you. As you traveled north, just seemingly without any real direction, you followed the roads. You arrived in Stonius, spent some time there, and then you headed further on. Having as much book knowledge of the world as you do, your practical knowledge is basically zero. Imagine if you've read all of the traveling guides in the world, but you've never actually traveled.
Yeah. I'm the one that dreams.
Yeah. So there comes a point when you arrive in the city of Veldale, a large bustling city filled with beautiful buildings made out of gold oak and amber stone, but you have no coin to speak of. There's nowhere for you to find food in a greed-filled city like Veldale. No one is taking pity on you, and you end up having to, maybe for the first time in your life, go scavenge for something to eat.
Oof.
You end up in a little bit of a thicket in the middle of the Amberlands, just off the shoreline of the Amber Lake itself. This beautiful, massive, expansive, almost, if you will, like a light beer-colored lake that stretches on for miles upon miles. When you spot, strewn about the ground, underneath a few trees, a couple of nuts and berries. You walk forward, looking around. No one's here. Probably a little squirrel of some kind have left these here. You walk up to them and very quickly regret all of these actions as you hear a large crashing sound and you fall about 10 feet down into a dark hole. You're now surrounded by branches of foliage, broken sticks. And while you're contemplating how you ended up here, the sun shining down upon you is blocked out by a small snout that sticks up over the edge.
Hello? Hi? Who is it?
What are you doing in my hole?
I don't know.
That hole's
How did
not
I
for
get
you.
here? Oh,
You're not interesting.
no.
No.
What?
Get out of my hole.
I can't. Can you help me?
Help you? Help you? Why would I help you? You got yourself in, you can get yourself out.
But I need help. I'm too down, too far down.
Too far. You got hands, you've got feet, climb up.
Trish is gonna like attempt to climb, but like not really.
Okay. Make a deception check.
17.
17. Yeah, Tinker, whoever this is, they definitely can't get out. They're doing all of their efforts. Feel free to make an insight check. If
You
would
made your
like.
hole too good. It's got nowhere to grab onto.
Inside 14.
Yeah, no, there's no way this person can get up. And now getting a closer look, you do see that this is indeed a dragonborn. Of a different color even. You yourself being, I believe, of the copper coloration. Below you is a purple lavender colored ray. There is while there isn't a lot of written or structural hierarchy in the Wormcrest, it is almost like an unwritten rule that the gem dragons hold authority. They gain the most when they come up in life. They are given the most opportunities, but they are also forced to work harder. So this is someone who you may or may not, up to you, considered to be, I'm not going to say that you feel like you're subservient to them, but there might be a part of you that has been taught by your surrounding that they are probably more knowledgeable. They probably work just as hard as you did. Just someone who, someone who might be a figure potentially of respect. But they are in the hole you dug in the ground.
Yeah.
So.
Of course. Tinker sort of like after seeing these attempts and absolutely believing that you're trying your absolute hardest to climb out of the hole, it fills him with a bit of like pride. This is the trap he set, and you can't get out, and he feels good about that. But then after sort of peering into the darkness of the hole, because it is a deep hole, he starts to see the color of the figure in front of him, and sort of realizing sort of like exactly who is in his hole. And Trish sort of sees him. He sort of gets his monocle and kind of like sort of like adjusts it, sort of breathes on a little bit and sort of cleans it. And you swear you see him adjust his hair a little bit as well. It's like,
yeah, which is an odd point because Trish, you would have never seen a row with hair before. Even you, Trish, you have something that looks like hair, but it is a natural accessory. Like it is technically more like a soft keratin growth. Akin to hair, but it is a bit rigid. It doesn't really blow in the wind. It just looks like hair.
Oh, okay. Trish will noted, but won't say anything yet.
Well, I mean, maybe I can help you a little bit, just a little bit, but
I mean, please, it's very wet and damp down here, and I don't like it.
Speaking of wet and damp, you're seeing like little specks of like saliva like filter into the hole, and you swear when one just grazes you, it sort of tingles for a bit. It's sort of like it's
can you stop that liquid from coming down?
Stop that liquid! I couldn't stop it even if I wanted to.
And
I mean, is it raining up there?
And Tinker's snout disappears from the hole.
Oh, come back, please. Please, look, I've got something that you might be interested in.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
And he reappears, and he goes to lower in something like long and wooden, and he stops for a second. And goes,
something interesting, you say?
Oh,
and he kind of pulls the wooden object back.
Trish just sort of holds her necklace. Maybe.
All right, I'm going to pull you up.
Okay.
And you see descending towards you. At first, it looks like just like a quarterstaff, something like that. But then on the end, it's actually like a claw, and it's sort of lowering down like this as it's coming to get you.
Oh no!
Grab on.
Grab onto the end.
Oh, don't worry, I'll do it.
And it grabs hold of you.
Oh, ow, ow.
Hold on.
Ow.
And Tinker starts pulling.
Make a strength check.
Oh. That's oh. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna say the DC is like 14. You start pulling, and Tinker, for a moment, you fear that the wooden shaft of your grabby hand is about to snap under the weight.
Oh, no!
And Tinker lets go of the mechanism and drops.
Ow.
Well, you don't drop far. It's more like you drop from standing on your tippy toes down.
Oh, what's wrong?
No, nothing. You're heavier than I thought.
Oh,
and Tinker's nose disappears again. This time,
you? I'm not that heavy.
A coil of rope just gets thrown over the edge.
Oh, I guess.
Tinker's tied into a nearby tree.
Starts climbing up the rope.
Yeah. Without effort, using the rope, you can definitely get up. Your clothes are a little bit dirty from having fallen in the hole. You might have dented something in your pack. Who knows?
Okay,
But
so
you get up, and you do see now that this patch was very obvious.
Oh, I don't know how I fell for that.
Well, it's
Stupid
obvious
me,
how you
stupid
fell
me.
for it. I made it.
You were. Oh, I can see you better.
I can see you better. What's your point?
What? Why
How
are
tall
you?
is Tinker?
Not overly. I would say he's about average kobold height. So
About Cuddly's height.
yeah, about Cuddly's height. Yeah.
And how tall is Trish?
She would be about 6 foot.
Okay, so yeah, you're like Tinker probably like eye line is probably knees, lower thighs on Trish.
Oh,
No wonder I couldn't pull you out. You're huge.
oh, what's? Excuse me.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
not that
Sorry.
huge,
Sorry.
but you're a row.
Yeah, and you're right. What of it?
Rows don't have. And she sort of points, but sort of to the
What?
general face of
A
you.
monocle? I'm very proud of it, actually. It's my grandfather's.
No,
It
the
still
thing on
has the
top.
purchase tag on it.
This, and she's now pointing to the top of her head, like the thing on top of your head.
Oh, but my hair. Don't be daft. Everyone has hair. What's that look for? You said
You're
you were
not
going to show me
supposed to.
something interesting. What have you got? Show me.
Oh,
Otherwise I'll
she,
push you back down the hole.
she immediately turns around and holds the necklace.
That's cheating. What are you doing here? Why were you in my hole? I was looking for something more interesting than that. Than you.
Look, I'm just very hungry. Okay, I'm out here. I was looking for food and
Hungry. You
Yeah,
are
I'm
hungry.
yes.
Well, that's fine. I can fix that.
And
Oh, you
and
can?
Tinker goes into his backpack and he pulls out some more berries and nuts.
Oh,
Identical
you're
to what tricked you earlier.
such a good little row, aren't you?
Stop. My name is Tinker. Tinker Slobbersnout. Might be at your service, might not. Depends on how interesting you are.
Well, look, and she's gonna lie through her teeth. I don't really know what this necklace is, but I know it's very special. And she sort of keeps it on her chest, but she sort of puts it on the hand to show.
Tinker.
Maybe you could figure it out what it is one day. But for now,
I can't.
I need to keep it with me.
What did you say, Ozzy?
I want to do an Arcana check.
Yeah, feel free to do an Arcana check.
Natural 20. 24.
Yeah. What is this item? Is this the item that I think you're
Yes,
describing?
that's the item. Yes. That,
Yeah. So if I recall, do stop me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that Tinker, you would recognize having seen a similar item before.
Hmm.
It is a magical item, if I recall.
yes.
And it is an item that is given to certain Ray when they are let out into the world, and it allows them to disguise their draconic appearance.
They look more humanoid.
Yes. So Trish could, for example, if you wanted to, create an illusion where she looks like something else or someone else.
Oh. Oh, that is interesting.
Well, you know what it is.
Oh, yes. It's very good for hiding in plain sight.
And
Don't see
she's
them
just
too often.
she's just shocked and totally like holding it even tighter now, going, how do you know?
How do I know?
This is special.
Because I make the business of knowing.
This is not for anyone just to know, you know.
Yes, I know. That's the whole point. I know.
Not everyone knows what this is.
No, but I know.
How could you look at it and just know what it is?
Well, I looked at it.
And she's
with my
backing away from you.
eyes.
She's backing away from
Oh.
you. She's
Make a dexterity saving throw.
19.
Oh.
19, you're just about to step back into the hole, but you manage to catch yourself and like sidle along it instead.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to tell anyone. You're not interesting enough to tell people about.
It's a
And then you hear
scary
a voice. You hear a voice say, "Did you hear that? Something that helps you hide in plain sight?
Oh,
Very interesting." And you see two figures appear in the tree line.
Roughly behind me, in front of me, left, right. Where?
Behind you.
Trish immediately goes, "Bye, Tinker," and runs the other way from these people.
As you start running, they yell, "Oi, get them! They're gonna be beautiful sacrifices!" And we're gonna roll some initiative.
Oh my gosh. Oh look, I'm playing a character that has more initiative than +0.
Oh my
Oh my
lord!
God.
So excited. Watch me roll a natural one.
14.
Okay, I will take a 12. You did start running first. That's fair.
Okay, so actually, as we come into this, Trish, you are first up.
So where are the people? No, that's the people.
You should
So
be able to see them
Trish-
on the
yep,
map.
Yep, I see them now. So Trish is full on gonna go 30 feet this way.
Just runs past.
Look
how small Tinker
is.
Yeah,
So small.
he's tiny.
I love it.
As Trish has done that, she will actually, she's gonna go this way, not that way. She's gonna try and hide herself behind
Oh
that tree.
shit! Wait, I forgot. I forgot to click a specific button to show you something cool. Boom.
Oh.
Just like yesterday, the blue circle shows you who is at the current turn, and the yellowish
who
circle
is
is
next.
who's up next.
That's
And
That's
now
so
you did
cool.
move ahead of time, so don't worry about it. But the X behind you, it marks where you started your turn, so you always know.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. And Trish is gonna attempt to hide and essentially goes, "Tinker, go get them."
Yeah, make a stealth check.
21.
21. Yeah. You, Tinker, you hear Trish saying, "Go get them," and as you turn around, she's nowhere to be seen.
Go get them. Go get them. Get. Fine.
Is
I'll-
that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Tinker, it is your go.
So Tinker, so he can, let me just get the right tab up. Okay, so can he, so there's the whole, all right, so he can see the two enemies over
Yeah.
there. All right, let's just do a quick little measure and see what we're working with. Oh, 50 feet, we can work with 50 feet. Tinker goes to spit at the one directly in front of him.
Just hawking
just-
a loogie.
He hawks the biggest of loogie, which for those of you listening or watching is the acid splash cantrip.
Oh my god, I actually have something for this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you actually ready?
Yeah.
Hold on. Here we go. Which one are you aiming at?
The one directly in front of him.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I love that. That is gorgeous.
So
That
yeah,
is
Tinker,
perfect.
just so Trish, to you and to everyone who's just like, Tinker just like straight up breathes in and just spits this splash of drool. And you up until now, you've just been seeing like little bits of like sort of slobber just sort of come out. But what comes out is kind of like, you know how like everyone knows Squirtle, right? And you know when Squirtle uses water gun, like a ridiculous
Yeah.
amount of water comes out. Not that much, but still a lot of slobber comes out, and it just straight at him.
You don't see Trish's face, but it's all grossed out.
It's a it's a dexterity save 12, I believe. I think.
Dexterity save 12. Okay, let me have a look. Where is my is that my button? Yes, that's my button. Right. You know what? I'm gonna roll it. I have a +1. I got a 12. What did I need?
12.
Oh shit, is this a cantrip?
This is.
Okay, so you actually miss. You suck this loogie, and you leave like a line on the ground where there's just like quick little sizzling, and this person sidesteps. Almost, you look like out of disgust. And then when this when it lands and the ground sizzling and starts bubbling, they look up at you like, "The fuck?"
When they're looking up, going, "What the fuck?" Tinker runs,
Okay.
and because he doesn't know what Trish has done, he runs back to the tree.
Yeah, and at this point, you do see Trish sitting like back against the trunk of a tree.
What are you doing here?
Trish, what are you?
Oh no, Tinker doesn't name there.
What are you doing here? You said get them. I got them. Now you get them.
No, they're after me.
Oh, they're after me too.
Yeah, because you're looking after me.
Yeah, and then you see the one that you almost hit starts running and is yelling, "We're after both of you! We'll be giving you up to the Lady of the Depths! You will be a beautiful sacrifice!"
You don't think I'm beautiful?
Yeah. And yeah, this is just gonna dash to get closer. And then we have the other one as well, just dashes up all the way to you.
Oh god.
It's like, there they are! Get them! And Trish, we're back at you.
Trish is very scared, very like panicky right now. I. And then she just bends over and uses a breath weapon. Shoots fire out of her mouth.
Except it's not really fire, though.
No, it's not fire. It's what does it say here? Of magical energy, it says.
I think it's force damage, so it's
It's
almost
force damage, yes.
invisible.
It's almost invisible. So when I take the attack, which I have to roll a d20, obviously, I think.
What does it say? Read the whole feature
Yep,
for us.
so-
and we'll,
When you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of the attacks with a 15 cone breath weapon. Each creature must make a dexterity save of 11, and then they take a 1d10 force damage on their fail or half on their success.
Okay, so you can only hit one of them.
Yes,
Okay, but yes. What was the saving throw?
11.
Okay, and feel
X.
free to roll damage. I actually failed. So this person who's run right up to you as you let out, I don't know, is it a sound? Are you actually exhaling? I don't know. What would it look like? Because you're more like creating a distortion, a magical distortion.
This is sort of the first time she's done it, so it sort of looks like more like a shock wave as it's gone through the air.
Okay.
Rolling damage. 8 points.
8 points.
Ooh, that is interesting.
And this person immediately like, and you can see like little blood coming out of the ears and the nose, like holding their head. Like, oh, boss, what the shit? Do you want to do anything else on your turn? You still have a bonus action or movement?
She is. She's gonna look at Tinker and go, "You've got this," and give him bardic inspiration.
Oh, bardic inspiration.
And just sort of slaps you on the back. "You got this, bro. Go for it."
So you have a d6 you can add to a skill check, saving throw, or attack roll.
That sounds great. That sounds great.
And it is your turn.
Because Tinker, you sort of smack Tinker in the back, and his hair sort of jumps her a little bit. And then he's like,
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe I do have this.
and you see him sort of rummage in his pockets, and he pulls out what looks like a teeny tiny little, like, kind of like those like little joy buzzers that sort of like you sort of
like
the kids like
yeah.
play, like clowns have and something like that. And he sort of steps up towards the one here, and he just grabs and uses shocking grasp.
Okay, I do believe shocking grasp has a benefit. I'm gonna check if this person has metal armor.
Oof.
Let me double check.
Yeah, make it
No,
have
it is.
advantage.
It is not. It is not metal armor. They're wearing leather, but you do still have, if you need to, you do have that
The bardic inspiration.
that d6 you could add.
Mm.
Yes.
I'll roll first, and do I have to announce it first, or can I roll to see?
No, you can roll first.
All right. Yeah, I'll add that on. So we'll roll. It was a d6.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So it will be a 16.
A 16. I will say that with that 16, yes, this bandit's got like very worn leather armor, got a sword going, has been running up towards you, looks gaunt, malnourished. Gets this strike from Trish, is bleeding a little bit from some of their facial orifices. You get this surge, you put on your joy buzzer, and you just touch them with your hand, and there's just this explosion, this surge of electrical stimulus go through their body. They just start hacking their teeth, like chewing at, like foaming at their mouth, as they're just like,
That's not. No, that wasn't meant to.
and they fall to the ground dead.
I think I need to turn it down a little.
Did you kill him?
Maybe.
Oh.
Shall I do it again?
Yes, away from me.
Yeah, you still have movement and bonus action if there's anything you can do with those.
I'm just gonna have a quick look at these. As a bonus action.
As we are playing level 1 characters, you might not have bonus actions available.
Just having a quick look. Just refamiliarizing myself, but no, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, no, we'll with that, no, Tinker sort of like, he's sort of proudly you see him sort of like start like playing with the some of the little dials on the side of the little buzzer in his hand. And he goes,
No, I think I'll turn it up.
and he sort of like fiddles it the other way. And he sort of settles there. He's
Okay, yeah. Next up, you see this person who's wearing what looks to be a necklace of broken seashells and like beach glass. Looks at you and says, "My brother has been taken by the great change, but I will drag you down to the depths to suffer his fate." And is going to... Oh, this thing isn't actually showing me everything. Give me a second, if you would. Take a moment to catch up with chat.
So I see a lot of chat very excited to
Yes.
again ship Orb and Aussie characters.
Yeah,
which-
I mean, that went so fucking quickly.
It happens. Yeah, so this individual is actually going to start chanting, "Oh, in the name of the Lady of the Depths, the Great Changer, burn them!" And I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Tinker.
Oh, dexterity saving throw. Oh no. 14.
14 is a save, so you manage to step to the side as a little bit of this almost like it doesn't quite look like flame. It looks like when sunlight pierces through the water, seen from underneath. It's just like this quick little burst of energy.
Oh,
And then he says, "Stand still, and I will smite you where you stand." And Trish, it is your turn.
Okay.
come on, I've killed one, you kill one.
I don't want to kill.
They're going to kill you.
That's what you're for. You can kill.
Kill the both of you.
You can try.
No, I said
Even
I'm not
dug
gonna.
yourselves a convenient grave.
And then so as Tinker and Trish are sort of arguing, Trish is gonna move forward to up front Tinker now. I said, no, I'm not gonna kill. It's not what I do. And he turns around and he does vicious mockery at the
Okay. Is that a wisdom save, I believe?
wisdom save of 12.
Wisdom save of 12. I got a 6.
Rolling damage. That's a 4.
4. Oh, shit.
Max
Full damage. It just looks at you like, why aren't you fighting back? We're trying to kill you, and you're just arguing amongst yourselves.
I
Just looks
said,
confused for a moment.
Because you're not interesting.
No, I don't want to die. If I don't fight, I don't die.
But if you don't fight, you do die.
No, I stay away. I go row, and you kill.
I'm not some pocket pet. All right?
You're not what pocket pet. You're a kobold. You're cute. You work.
Cute. Cute.
Have you ended your turn, or are you? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's your turn, Tinker.
Cute. I'll show you cute.
And Tinker rummages again in his pockets and pulls out a candle.
Oh, that's very cute.
And he spits through the candle to create a firebolt
Oh,
at the other cultist.
You just take the candle, lights it. I don't know. Do you like flick your little claws to create a
just flicks-
spark or something?
Yep, flicks it live, and then just straight through
Yeah.
the candle.
Roll an attack.
Oh no! And
A
then,
natural 1. You incinerate, like the whole candle starts disintegrating. You get hot wax all over your hand. I'm gonna say roll a d4.
4.
4. You take 4 points of fire damage.
See, is this cute? Is this cute?
Tinker, you're disgusting.
Is that the end of your turn, Tinker?
Yes, it is.
I will get you for what you did. The great change will take you both. And this person is going to raise a club and try to swing at you, Trish, with a 14 to hit.
Oh, I've got a 13, so that hits.
That hits. Oh, ho, ho. You
no.
take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Can I just say I love these numbers after the numbers we've been dealing with in the other campaign? It's so good.
Yeah.
as that hits Trish, she's gonna start crying.
Yeah, as you start crying, wait, I had disadvantage. Oh, yeah, so you can take that damage back as this, like, the club comes towards you. Because of the vicious mockery, I had disadvantage. Start swinging the club and then just looks at the two of you. There's just a moment of pity looking at the two of you. Trish, it is your turn.
As Trish is then crying, she's like, I didn't want to do this, and out of nowhere, a rapier goes in the gut.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god!
Roll for an
With
attack.
14.
Yeah, 14 hits. Roll for damage.
Make that at 7.
You just hear, "Ugh!" And this person just like slides off your rapier down to the ground and starts bleeding out.
Trish drops the rapier and just starts bawling. I didn't want to kill.
Well, you're a
Can
little.
we just say that this combat, which was supposed to be harder than the one yesterday, went so much smoother?
Wait, what? How?
Yeah, what? Yesterday
Because-
ended up.
2 out of my 3 attacks and caused damage to myself. How is that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
further?
Two out of 3. Yeah, but yesterday I think they missed like everything.
Oh
I mean,
my
they
God.
started a forest fire yesterday.
Did they really? Sorry, I had the stream open, but I wasn't actually able to watch, so I do apologize. But oh my gosh, yeah, Tinker sort of like looks at Trish, who's crying. Like,
You are, without a doubt, the saddest person I've ever met.
Trish
I'm
gets
going
up.
to keep you.
and
Trish
then
gets up. While you're
and
saying that,
Tinker is walking over to one of the corpses.
Yeah.
yeah. So Trish grabs her sword, and goes over to Tinker. Well, I'm Trish.
You're not going to stab me with that, are you?
No, I don't want to. But my name is Trish anyway. Trish, and she stares off in the distance. Smotherborn, yes. Trish Smotherborn. Can you clean my sword?
No. You can clean it yourself.
I don't have anything
going to
to.
get some money to buy us food.
But,
This is
but
how the
it-
world works. If you're going to stick with me, you've got to know how the world works. Now,
But-
you're going to put that rapier away, go to that
No.
body, and check it for gold.
I'm not touching it.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you
I
are.
just love that Tinker's the parent in this.
If you don't,
Trish-
then I'm
Trish
going to have
goes-
to do it.
Trish goes over the other body, but sort of wipes the blood on the cloth of the body, just
Yeah.
like in disgust, and sort of puts the rapier away, and sort of picks up the stick and starts trying to search with the stick.
Tinker
Yeah.
promptly sort of searches one and then comes over and kind of searches the other while Trish is just poking it with a stick.
No. I've searched this one. They've got nothing.
Yeah, you do still see an untouched little pouch hanging off their belt, Tinker.
Tinker takes the pouch.
This is also a good point to say that in campaign 2, we will be changing up the economy of the world. Whereas D&D 5e very often uses gold as the standard currency, we
yeah.
will be using silver.
My bad. I should have said silver.
No,
That's my
no,
mistake.
no. There's no my bads. This is, as I've said, a session 0.5. This is an opportunity for us to just talk. So there's no know you're bad. This is something that I've also not mentioned a lot, but it's also a good thing to mention to those who watch, because they build up gold as being something still very hard to come by, and yet heroes get very rich very quickly. So we felt like having more of a rags to riches vibe is cooler if you take down the financial tier. So we're going to be using silver as the main currency. So I will say you find about 6 copper pieces
Nice.
total.
Nice.
That's some of that's mine, right?
Yeah, sure.
And Tinker puts 2 copper pieces in Trish's hand.
Oh my lord!
Find his feet.
Really? What?
Yeah. You also there is also a worn but functional piece of leather armor. You see a rusty but somewhat sharpened scimitar, and there's a light crossbow with what seems to be like only the one arrow that was loaded, or the one bolt.
Tinker looks at disgust at the rusty equipment and picks up the bolt, eyes it, and with reluctance puts it in his pouch.
With Trish, you notice she's dirty, and I'm dirty. I got it cleaned. And she goes over to where like Tinker's put some of his stuff, and just starts like tidying himself up really.
Oh, just be careful of the jars. That's not water.
You see several like mason jars. Some most of them are in a glass material, and there's just this faintly greenish, like almost snot-colored liquid in them.
And Trish trying to decipher if that is the liquid that comes out of Tinker's mouth.
Make a Just an intelligence check. Make a medicine check, actually.
Medicine check. Okay.
Sorry.
18.
18. Yeah. No, it's most definitely the same stuff that he also just hawked at one of these
Oh,
people.
as Trish is cleaning herself up, she goes, why are you collecting your spit in jars?
Experiments. It's very good for, well, hurting people and breaking things and hurting people and breaking other things.
So you're saying she directs all to your face and spit. And you're saying that is poisonous.
Oh, no. Poisonous? Oh, what do you take me for? It's acidic.
And to punctuate, he spits at a pile of leaves, and it just sizzles a hole through it.
As you spit, she like crawls away. Just you are absolutely disgusting. Why do you keep spitting? That is, oh my lord.
Because if I don't spit, it builds up, and then I've got to let it all out. And you do not want to be there for when that happens.
You just tried to let it all out, and it got nowhere.
Let it all out. Oh, you sweet summer child. That is not letting it all out.
You have more?
Do I have more?
And Tinker goes into his backpack. And now's probably a good time to describe his backpack. He's got a big backpack. He's kind of like one of those like oversized, like comedically oversized backpacks that you see around. That's kind of what he wears. Now, to everyone else, that's probably a normal backpack because he's so small.
Yeah.
But it is just filled with pouches, jars. It's very little of actual equipment. It's pretty much just filled with various jars and pouches.
As you're going through that, Tinker's going to use a necklace to look more humanoid and go, look, this
Wait,
is
are
what we
you Tinker?
No. Trish, sorry. It's the T. Trish is going to use a necklace to try and look more humanoid. And see, this is why we got to tell no one about this necklace. We almost died because of this.
You almost died. I would.
I mean, that's why I left it to you. But
left what to me?
Well, I'm the one that somehow did hurt them the most.
We both killed one.
No,
we're both responsible. We're both murderers.
Trish starts bawling.
Oh, you
absolutely
are so
bawling. I've never murdered anyone.
Yes, you have. They're just over there, dead. Oh, look, the birds have found him.
Trish just gets up and goes like looking.
Right, come on. We're gonna go into town. We're gonna go buy some bread. You're hungry, right? You don't want to eat the berries I gave you. They're kind of poisonous.
And then like her belly just crumbles. And she's
mild
sort of
diarrhea later. It's okay. We'll get you some bread.
okay, but she walks behind you. She's unwary to trust you, but she knows she has to go with you.
As we're walking away, Tinker pulls out of his pocket a clean like cloth.
For the rapier.
Oh, I've cleaned it on that one over there.
Oh, fine. Don't take my token of kindness then.
And Tinker puts it away.
Can
It takes a while walking, but you manage to get to like the outskirts of this town, and it's a fairly big town. It definitely has like a central market district. It also looks like it has regular use outdoor stages, some with roofing, some without, and then there's a lot of hustle and bustle, even though we're reaching the evening. But you've made it into town. Probably had some small conversation as you've been walking.
Yeah, Tinker would have told you, about a little bit about himself and how he likes to tinker, and how he slobbers a lot, and how his little claw was one of the first things he's made with his grandfather, and yeah, he's.
Trish is gonna ask you, don't you get weird looks being like a kobold be in a row.
Weird
people don't
looks. You're more likely to get weird looks without any hair. You should fix that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a good point to also ask. What would Trish disguise look like?
As NPC, blonde hair, try normal human as possible. As
Okay.
like she's trying to look as blended within the crowd as she could.
Okay, I will say if you're trying to look blended into the crowd here in Veldale, you're probably not disguised as a human. I will
Okay.
also mention, for those who are lore interested, humans are an uncommon sight in this world because they've only existed for about 2 generations.
Ooh.
So most likely, Trish, even though you're trying to look as blended in as possible, you would probably have blonde, yes, probably also amber-colored eyes to
Yep.
fit in with the area. You would also most likely have a little bit of a fire glow, like there's
Okay.
almost like a visual effect to where your illusory skin, where veins might be seen, it looks like little glowing diodes under the skin. So it's you look like in this world someone who is emberkin, but like mixed blood. So you that would be the most like fit in NPC vibes you could get.
So Trish going back, look, I look like I'm a part of them. And just be quiet. I'm just saying, how are you not afraid of not being the different one?
Afraid? Different? Well, being different's half the fun.
People don't look down at you?
The suspicious questions. The children who scream and run. That's half the fun.
People don't want to hurt you?
All the time.
Then how can you walk through town like that?
Because they know they're going to get a jar to the face.
So you know them from around here then?
No.
And you, at that point, you hear someone says, "There, I swear, it was that fiend!" And you see a man that has like a bandage over half of his face, and a couple of people like, yeah, sure, the little lizard burned your face off. Let's go.
Maybe 1 or 2 people know me.
What happened to him?
He stepped on my tail.
Christian looks at his tail. Is it long, short?
Actually, I just think about. Did I ever think about his tail?
I don't know.
It's of average length. It's a little on the small and thin side. It's as far as tails go. If you were to do a tail measuring contest on kobolds, Tinker would probably come up a little bit lacking.
Okay, so Trish is gonna look and go, "Oh, it's cute. I've seen bigger," and walks off.
Trish starts walking off, having no idea where she's headed.
Trish.
Yeah.
The bread stall's this way.
Yes, of course. And turns around.
No, I pointed you in the wrong direction. It's actually this way.
I don't like you. And walks that direction.
As the two of you find a little food stall, you get with the little coins. You get like a full meal, but it costs pretty much those coins you just found. But you get like a nice drink, and rather than just a slice of bread, you get like a full hearty meal sandwich.
So you see Trish not using like any dignity or anything. She takes one bite and then sort of just guzzles, eats, destroys the rest. Like it was the first meal she's eaten in months.
You do get a couple of weird looks as your illusory face opens its mouth, but the sandwich disappears like a couple of inches into the air, and just like this huge, like angular bite into the sandwich that does not match the disguised mouth at all. And every now and then you feel like a thud against your tail, Trish, and someone looks back like, what did I step on? Like what was that?
Probably
people
the last
walking into your
time
tail.
someone walks into the tail, she's gonna try and like bring it up and like stand it up against her back
Okay.
as much as she can.
And I think if nothing else, we're gonna leave Tinker and Trish little intro segment as they're eating some sandwiches.
Sweet. that is like the perfect friggin'
I just kind of want to go dum dum da 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 dum dum, like playing the Cheers intro or something.
I can't tell you how worried I was. I'm like, is this gonna
that
be
was
too
beautiful.
much, or is this gonna be like? Because
Yeah.
I wanted to go. I want to go a little bit silly, but I don't want to go like too. I don't know. I just wanted to lighten it up a little, you know.
I feel like he's silly by being super realistic. Just when he went like, we're both murderers. Because not a lot of people like take that into account when playing these games, that you're actually just running around killing people.
Yeah.
So I just think it was hilarious when you're like, we're murderers.
And he said it with
Liquid.
such a smile on his face. It's like, we're both murderers now. Oh,
I love that. Bye, Tinker. Runs away.
Yeah. You got that. Bye.
and I have to point out when Tinker hocked his first loogie, right? Cuddly said in chat, "Now do a fireball," and I knew I'm just gonna light up that firebolt next.
No, it's also because the other night when I was testing out some stuff in Foundry with Cuddly, I accidentally used the like effect for a fireball, and I got it stuck in the middle of the screen, and I spent like half an hour trying to figure out how to delete it. So there's just this big fireball exploding on. Oh god, but yeah. And so this is now open talking time, talking with chat, talking through how we've been feeling.
Yeah.
Is there anything you feel like you might change with your characters?
Maybe
like
the voice.
Just first, is
Maybe the voice. Yeah.
it was good.
No, the voice
I
was great,
liked it.
Orb, actually. Yeah, I'm actually really.
If you want to change it, that's all up to you. But I will say it was good. It was great.
The only thing I might recommend is like maybe what you need to do is practice it at the microphone. So with your current settings, record yourself doing it, and then rather than listening back to hear whether it was like a good match for the character, more like just the audio, like how it came through. Because there were a couple of times you were like a little bit further away and it didn't quite come through because you were being really soft about it. But the voice itself was really good. I think it matched the character.
The voice itself, and like practicing using the same voice but talking in different volumes. Like if you want to be loud, using the same voice. If you want to whisper. But it was a really good one.
I mean, I've always done voices for Deep and other things. This is the first time I've really tried to do a Fenneman.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It was really good. Also, Tinker, this duo, there was chaos yesterday, but it was a different type of chaos.
I need to go back and watch that VOD.
It was a good episode with them, but it was very one goes, "Oh, friend," the other one's like, "No." and because like one said no, the other one was like, "I'm following."
Yeah, it was definitely more of like we're going the same direction, but we're not traveling together.
Yeah. And it was great.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Now I can't wait to like bring all these characters together because I think we've got a great cast of personalities. And I think like I feel like this is gonna have a lighter air about it. This sort of bunch, and I think it's gonna be a great sort of campaign to follow up, what we're currently doing, which is
Yeah.
a bit more serious and whatnot. I'm so excited.
I just like Roji's and Cuddly's. They're in the chat, and we go, "We're not traveling together, Roji. We're best friends."
And I love at the same time that the Trish and Tinker dynamic is gonna be like both are convinced that they're in charge.
Yes.
Yes.
So that
Yeah.
was something that I really wanted to do. Is Tinker will respect the hierarchy when push comes to shove, but in almost all other situations, he's going to believe that he's the one taking charge because he's just...
Which in Trish's mind, she goes, "I'm higher in hierarchy, but I don't know how to be in charge."
So it's just gonna...
So she's gonna try and be in charge, but doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah. Nah, it's gonna be really, really fun.
Yeah. But we also know now that the party lineup is going to be Paladin, Sorcerer, Artificer, and Bard, which is a very well-rounded team, I'll say.
Oh, how did we feel about the sort of the trinket sort of style of artificer spells? Was it too much?
I love it. No, I love it. I
No,
love the
that
way
was-
you
that was,
describe, like grabbing up the
perfect. That was
candle. And,
perfect
because now
Artificer vibe.
you're gonna be like, "Oh, I need another candle now." So it's gonna be perfect. She destroyed that one.
What are you talking about? He's got plenty of earwax.
Oh,
Tinker's a self-made boy. What are you talking about?
Trish is gonna find you so disgusting.
It's gonna be great. I mentioned yesterday that the campaign will start out sort of grim and dark, but it's also gonna be more like an open world exploration. Like rather than in the current campaign where there's been a very classical good against evil battle, it's going to be more like all the characters have their own reasons for traveling. They might stick together for various reasons. But at the end of the day, it's going to be that they just explore the world and things happen, mysteries unravel, and they will choose how to insert themselves into the world events as they wish.
I can't wait. It's so good.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Josie, how did you feel today went? Did you enjoy...
Yeah, I feel like
Really
today went really good. I was really keen for this.
Yeah.
And I had a great time.
What was your favorite part? If you had to choose a favorite part,
Yeah.
come on, it's the spitting.
Like, no, I'll be honest. My favorite part was just we're both murderers. Yeah, obviously we're both murderers.
Okay, all right. So look, I'll tell you guys my secret, right? We spiced the drink up a little bit. That was my secret tonight, because I'm not gonna lie, I was really nervous about tonight. I was really nervous about playing Tinker, because I'm like, we've actually put a fair amount of effort into building these characters, and I want to get it right. And I'm like, I was really worried about going too far with it, or not going far enough. And I'm just like, you know what? Little bit of help, and I think the "we are both murderers" line came straight from that.
It was perfect though, because you got Trish to just bawl her eyes out with that. Like, that was great.
That was so good. We do have a question from Delia, actually. What came first for you guys? Did you know a class you wanted to try, or did you have a character in mind and try to fit a D&D mechanics?
Ah, that's a very good one. See, I went a character in mind, so I wanted someone shy, want someone of the opposite gender, and
You just stepped all the way outside the box.
Yeah, I want, because I've always played very comfortably in my box. I wanted to find the furthest box away from me and essentially go, that's what I'm playing, and I'll build what I need to around that.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to do it, because then you can, then you've established a scale of things you've played, and you can start trying things in the middle as well in the future. And also, you did play a fake bard in our current campaign, and now you just went with a real bard.
Which, I mean, hey, the bardic inspiration, it's such a wonderful thing to have.
Yeah,
I
it
will
is.
say you would have hit without using it. Just.
Just.
The thing is, like, I'm looking at the numbers when we're rolling those numbers, and I'm like, oh, that's not going to be enough. That's nowhere near enough.
I was full of like
Level
16.
one.
I might be pushing it. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
I just the balancing level 1 encounters is not as difficult as balancing level 18 encounters, let me tell you. But it's still because everything will either be one-shotted or will one-shot you.
Mm,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Although,
But
So it's
I feel like our next encounter
Yeah.
in Dramoni is going to be that. Yeah.
But Ozzy, what about you? How what was your process for creating Tinker?
I think the theme I wanted was that I wanted to build a character that would evolve over time with them, like within themselves, rather than sort of like rely on like scavenging items and gear. I wanted him to sort of like build himself up. So I thought an artificer was just going to be a good way of doing that, because a lot of things he can sort of like cobble together and build himself. And I
So
wanted
you
to,
get the infusions and the tinkering.
Yeah.
So that thinking is really good. That like I don't want to be reliant on getting good loot.
Yep. Yeah. So
Um,
artificer came first, definitely. As for Tinker himself, I think I wanted to go a beast race. I definitely knew I wanted to go like I didn't want to go like a humanoid race.
Yeah.
Because I just thought, hey, there's dime a dozen. I know Josie said in this game world, there's humans themselves are a little bit more uncommon, but I definitely wanted to go beast race because I thought that was gonna be fun. It'd be different. It's like Orb said, out of the comfort zone. And then settling on Tinker and his individual sort of points about him, I think I just ended up going a little silly. And
I love the hair.
and this is where we
The
ended up.
hair thing that keeps coming up. It's so great.
No, it's
Yeah.
been really good. And you also did like copper dragons were a big part of Rudy as well.
Yeah, it's just kind of like it's sort of funny how that kind of came around. I was like, oh yeah, maybe like the way that maybe acid was on the mind and stuff like that, and sort of like when we're thinking of beast races, I'm like, well, kobolds, they do tend to they don't get breath weapons, but like I can kind of play with that and make like a spit weapon instead. And then it's good. It was really fun building Tinker, definitely.
Yeah, and the artworks are
So
gorgeous
brilliant.
as well.
Are we going to be able to? Can we? Yeah, like look at
thank
those.
you.
Look at those.
I'm sorry. Something about Trish's artwork for me is just.
Yeah.
And
She's
I know
adorable.
that's favorite. I know it might be favoritism, but I just think something about Trish is just so pure, innocent, adorable, huge. It's just I don't know. Tinker is just disgusting.
I remember when I was talking to Phalantrix though about Tinker, I'm going, do you reckon it's possible if we can make it so that we have one eye looking bigger than the other by putting like a monocle in front of it? Give him that real sort of like mad scientist-y sort of look.
Yeah,
we're like, yes. Yes.
God, there's just so many, or the whole. I keep thinking about, for those of you who have like read or watched season 2 of One Punch Man, when he's wearing the wig during the martial arts festival.
Yes.
That is the vibe I got from Tinker, trying to constantly keep the little toupee on. God, it's hilarious.
Yeah. And then I also remember the comment of, can we make the saliva just have more?
Just more.
More. There is literally a comment I think is just like, can we do more?
Just more.
Just more.
Just more. I will say there is one thing missing on the Trish character sheet, but it's a secret thing.
Oh, secret.
All I'll say is that all of the players have been given a feat at level 1, but Trish has not yet. We're gonna talk about what feat outside of stream, because that's something that people might want to keep a secret.
Oh, yeah, sorry for ruining the necklace.
No,
session
that's-
3-0.
I mean,
That
that's
was-
how the dice rolls, man. That's how the dice rolls.
Yeah,
not
and it's
expecting
also
people to
not like a
know,
that's
but-
also not a permanent effect. Like it's
Mm,
sure it's and we will still have the opportunity of seeing the reactions of Forrest and Mirel.
Mm. How loud will Tinker speak when we meet the other party members? He only has one
God.
volume, just one volume.
Yeah, it's only got one volume.
I do have to check in with Noctia after the stream to go, hey, did I wake you up at all while playing Tinker?
Was I too
do I
loud?
have to?
Do I have to bring him down a bit?
Too much.
Oh dear. But yeah, that's good.
They're we're both murderers. Hey,
We're both murderers.
Oh wait,
That's
can
just it's
we
so
get someone to
good.
go back and clip that, please?
we clip that.
That would
and
be
quote that,
beautiful.
and we start a quotation.
Oh, we definitely should add like one of those quote bots, you know?
Yeah,
Mm.
because
We're both murderers now, or I don't know if that was word by word, but it was so
Yeah.
good. Oh,
we're both murderers now. Tinker, 2023.
23.
Thank you, Cuddly. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
unless chat has any other
yeah.
questions. Orb, do you have any questions about Tinker? Or
My only question I have about Tinker
Mm.
is, besides thinking she is the saddest being,
Mm.
what does he think about an amethyst dragon being around here?
well, the thing is, Tinker doesn't really like that's just who you are, and he knows the hierarchy, and like yeah, you're higher up there, but like that's to him that's not the interesting part. The interesting part is that you have this personality, yet you just straight up skewered a man without even hesitating, and that I think it was that key. That point just there was just like, oh yeah, there is something here. We can work with this. So
Okay.
that was the thing.
Right.
Before then, he was probably just gonna like, toss you a few more diarrhea berries and just keep going.
What?
Yeah.
Pete? Wow.
Oh, God, Tinker is the best kind of chaos gremlin.
You're
Kobold,
like chaos
actually.
neutral fucking, aren't you? Just neutrally chaotic.
I'll ask
I
the
don't
two
think
of
we
you a
actually did that.
question here. I would like the two of you to agree on a number between 1 and 5.
Wait, to agree on a number between 1 and 5?
Yeah, the two of you. I want you to
Okay.
come to a consensus, to a conclusion of a number between 1 and 5.
I like 3. How do you like 3?
As a fellow fence sitter, I do like 3, but I'm feeling 2. My gut says 2.
I only like 3 because it's my lucky number, because I was born on the 3rd of September, which is part of a 3.
Yeah.
1993.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see how
Mm.
3 is very
Okay. All
part of
right. All right.
what I
Uh-huh.
like.
Well, Well, you know what?
And since you're a fence sitter, I thought that would work.
We can go 3. 3. Yeah. No, I'm a fence sitter.
3.
Yeah, go 3.
Okay,
Yep,
okay.
Yep. Yep.
Good. Wonderful. I'm just
Cuddly heard that the year 1993 was the better year.
She says 92.
No, 93.
You need to check your
no.
glasses, man.
Yeah,
My
93 is
glasses is-
pretty good.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, JC.
Cuddly, you think the idea of both characters think they're keeping the other one? Yes. Yes.
Love Tinker. Participation Award says that they love Tinker being
So good.
more interested in the novelty rather than known details. Yep.
Yeah.
Christ.
Christ,
old man.
old
I will say what you have decided now is which season we will be in when the game
Oh!
starts. Because yesterday I gave some mechanical spoilers that I will be introducing a mechanic. I've not revealed what it does, but it is going to be called push,
Oh,
and we will be using dual damage for certain effects and spells and items.
Dual as in 2 or as in dual as
Yes.
in
No,
oh,
2.
okay.
They will not deal damage of both types. They will deal damage of the one that is most what's the word?
Prominent?
Good.
Damaging?
It's an old thing. Yeah, effective. It is from earlier editions. They had some effects that dealt 2
Okay.
different types of damage, and then you picked the one that was more beneficial regarding immunities or resistances.
Right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Cool.
Just because, like as I said yesterday, there's been many times where you can only like try one damage type at a time. Or sometimes, like very early in campaign 1, Gerald only had fire abilities, and that meant a bunch of things that were fire immune. And that would have been one of those situations where it's like, oh, but this one deals fire and something else, and then it just defaults to the one that is most beneficial.
Yeah.
But then I will add in that today's mechanical spoiler is that seasons will have an effect on the world and the characters. Because the seasons in the world of Sammantis are governed by the Quintessence, the 5 goddesses, the various seasons have their pros and cons. Is that Big Bogan rating in?
That is Big Bogan rating.
Holy heck. Welcome in. Thank you for coming by.
Thanks, Big Bogan.
Thank you.
Thanks, Big Bogan. Welcome in. Have a good time. We're talking about mechanics in campaign 2. And I will give an example. In the season of Hathok, which is the goddess of artistry and creation, crafting is going to be faster and cheaper. But it is also going to be a very warm season, a very dry season, and it is going to be a season where people are more on edge and critical.
Ooh.
So those
where-
fireballs are going to be dangerous.
Yeah, the stream's been good. We did one more Big Bogan. We did one more of a little campaign 2 sneak peeks, and it's been good. And another season example is there is the season of Sandra, which is the goddess of the moon. And during that season, the sun seems to be almost blacked out.
Ooh. Like an eclipse.
Yeah, as the moon, yeah, it's almost like constant eclipses, except for during the sunrise and the sunset.
Wow.
And during this special, strange darkness, dark vision does not work.
Oh.
But instead, gemstones glow.
Oh.
We have our own walking torch.
And I will say, we also realized yesterday that the only person in this party, listen to this, the only character in this party with dark vision is Aussie Devfro's character.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
As compared to current campaign where he's the only one without.
I must admit, picking Kobold was also slightly influenced by that decision.
Yeah, he's been waiting 3 years to hold this over your heads.
I'm actually very surprised. That's something I didn't actually check.
You didn't check that?
Dragonborn-
You just
Dragonborn-
assumed you had
No,
dark
no
vision?
one else gets dark vision.
I assume because I know kobolds had them, so I assume Dragonborns did too. Wow.
You just think they're all better than us.
And I know
eh?
some people might be saying, like, wait, Mirel is a half-elf. Yeah, but she's a type of half-elf in this world, where her more prominent ancestry does not have dark vision. So this is something we have discussed.
I love how both Orb and Cuddly both went, oh, yeah, I just forgot about dark vision being a thing. Well, yeah, you'd forget about it if you played a character with it for 3 years, all right? The second you don't have it, you remember.
Yeah,
That's all right. Trish doesn't need it.
Roju and Delia both talking about how it's going to be Tinker's job to make sure the others can see in the dark.
Fine.
Because otherwise he's going to have to walk in front all the time. but yeah, so there's gonna be some seasonal effects in this world. There's gonna be a lot of exploring, a brand new world, brand new things to do. There's gonna be very very interesting things happening all around. Um. So
It's a
yes.
candle. Fuck you.
Wait, what did I miss?
I typed in chat, they don't take
Oh my
candle.
God. No, because you ruined your own candle.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna go find another candle now.
Do you have a light though?
Oh, yeah, maybe a lantern or something. I don't know. It depends on what's in these adventuring kits or whatever, dungeoneering kits. Look,
There's torches.
the torches. Yeah, that'll do. That'll
Yeah,
do.
there you go. But yeah, I unless we have anything else, I think we're gonna
No,
be
that's it.
wrapping up.
I got nothing else. Yeah.
We will mention though that there will be an extra stream on Monday, where maybe not the whole group will be there, but I will be there. I believe Aussie will be there, probably Orby as well. And we'll just be doing an open forum recap of the first campaign so far, because Sunday next, not this Sunday, Sunday next, January 7th, is the beginning of the end, where the Vanguard of the Black do their final preparations and journey to the Cinder Furnace to face down Jalira Balad once and for all.
That's it.
Sunday. Yes. God, is this the point where we mentioned that Spud just started upstream? And
I mean, that's where we're gonna go now then.
Yeah.
yeah,
We can.
has
we
just
can-
started. Lies of P is apparently in a character creation
Let's
right now,
go!
so I guess that's where we're going.
Let's
I
go!
suppose.
Awesome game.
Cuddly,
Awesome
can
person.
you do
Let's
your
do it.
magic?
Also, thank you
But
everyone
yes.
for tuning in tonight.
Yes.
Thank you,
yes,
everyone. This
definitely.
means so much. Because with this upcoming Monday stream, we should meet the goal to get to affiliate, so we can finally get you all some emotes. We can get you
Yep.
channel points, which is
Yep.
gonna give you chances to fuck with either the DM or the party, potentially in the future. We're gonna be adding all of those little chat interactables, and we look forward to seeing you all there. It's gonna be amazing. And yes, come join the Discord if you wanna hang out with us, if you want to be in the rooms where people talk during streams, if you want to chat, if you want to maybe sign up for games, because we will be doing some games as well.
Cool.
But
All right, let's get the raid message going on. But I think that's it.
yeah, I'll write it out. Make a raid. I think we raided Spud yesterday, but you know, it's fine.
Why not do it again?
Hey, Spud's awesome. We can raid Spud as many times as we want. We could ask Spud to go live just to raid him, and then he can then stop his stream. Then we can just keep raiding Spud.
Wow. We just spam raid Spud. No, but this has been a wonderful all. We'll see you over there. Okay, remember to say goodbye.
Bye.